I understand I've been given 5 minutes, so we'll move through this rather quickly. 40 years ago, when I would appear before this honorable board as an organizer for the Mission Tenants Union to protest the devastation of working class housing in our neighborhood, certain disgruntled board members would signal San Francisco County deputies to throw a hammerlock on me, drag me out of the chambers, and book me at the so-called Hall of Justice on charges of disturbing the peace. To prevent a repeat of those painful events, I ask my compañeros and compadres to join me here at the podium today and watch my back. Thank you. Punishment for the commission of the crime of independent journalism can be harsh. I have danced with death throughout my checkered career. May 1st, 1986, the 100th anniversary of International Workers' Day on the streets of Santiago, Chile, when I inadvertently walked into one of Pinochet's machine guns, climbing into a guerrilla camp in the Cauca Valley of Colombia, at the end of a road to a Waste Management Inc. toxic incinerator above Playas de Tijuana, where some company goon took 13 pot shots at my person, and when I called the examiner for whom I then slaved, I was told to forget all about it. Death was on our plate when we set out for Baghdad to place our bodies between Bush's bombs and the Iraqi people in March 2003, and when I went picking olives with Palestinian farmers in the Nablus Valley, where Israeli settlers beat me within an inch of my life. Life, like reporting, is a kind of death sentence. Pardon me for having lived it so fully. I have muddled too long about whether or not to accept an honor from a city that has become nothing less than a sanctuary for the rich. This was once a sanctuary city for the refugees of U.S. wars in Latin America. Now the indocumentados are being rousted, jailed, and sent back to their devastated home countries from right here in Sanctuary City. I have debated receiving an honor from a city where greedy landlords bleed their tenants dry, a city that pushes the poor into the street and treats the homeless like so many cockroaches, a city where the police continue to run riot in neighborhoods of color. A few weeks ago, while I was recuperating from liver cancer chemotherapy, I was slammed twice in the chest and threatened with being sent back to hospital by a Mission District cop while I witnessed a rough arrest on Valencia and 24th. You can read all about it in my citizen complaint recently printed in the Bay Guardian. How can I accept an honor from a city that cloaks itself in rampant hypocrisy and the fake green of filthy lucre? The truth is, I cannot. Thanks anyway. Hell, I don't even live here anymore. For the past 25 years, I have been an expat holed up in the Centro Histórico of Mexico City, an exile from the racist, social, and economic policies of the United States of North America. Instead of drawing up hollow proclamations honoring derelict beat poets and wild parrots, the Board of Supervisors would do well to honor the poor and working class citizens of this city who struggle daily to survive here in this lap of luxury by making San Francisco a place where they can still live. One place to start is by nullifying the outrageous Muni fare hikes that will soon come before you. There is one more thing you can do for me today, as John has noted. In 1967, I ran for the Board of Supervisors under the banner of Red Control Now out of Vietnam. We paid our registration fee, and 5 days later, I was attacked by the SFPD after an anti-police brutality rally at the old mission station. I eventually lost my left eye as a result of this attack. The notoriety attracted the interest of a candidate with a similar name, Tom Ross, who had me barred from the ballot after he discovered that I was an ex-felon. I was, as John noted, the first citizen to be sent to federal prison for refusing induction in the Vietnam-era military. When we demanded our filing fee returned, the county registrar refused. On election day, people who voted for me were arrested for tampering with the voting machines. I want my filing fee back, with interest. As a veteran San Francisco performing poet, I am obligated to leave the board with a poem from my Against Amnesia. It's called Ronco y Dulce. Ronco means hoarse in Spanish, dulce is sweet. Coming out of the underground on the BART escalator, the mission sky is washed by autumn. The old men in their garbage bags are clustered in the battered plaza we once named for Cesar Augusto Sandino. Behind me, down below in the throat of the earth, a rough bracero sings of his comings and goings in a voice as ronco and dulce as the mountains of Michoacan and Jalisco for the white zombies careening downtown to the zombie banks. They are trying to kick us out of here again. They are trying to drain this neighborhood of color again. This time, we are not moving on. We are going to stick to this barrio like the posters so fiercely pasted to the walls of La Mission with iron glue that they will have to take them down brick by brick to make us go away, and even then our ghosts will come home and turn those bricks into weapons and take back our streets brick by brick and song by song. Ronco y Dulce as Jalisco y Michoacan, Managua, Manila, Ramallah, Pine Ridge, Vietnam, and Africa. As my compa QR say, we here now, motherfuckers. Tell the Klan and the Nazis and the real estate vampires to catch the next BART out of here for hell.